All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Kaiser Ingram, and I'm really just making this brief video because I wanted to share with you all the power of what it is that I do. Okay. Again, my name is Kaiser Ingram, and I'm excited to be bringing this information to you. So, very quickly, I just wanted to share with you Ingram Enterprises. Our motto, our chant, our slogan, so to speak, is simply breaking real barriers. All right. So, very simply, the mission statement of Ingram Enterprises is to empower the community financially through education and leading by example. All right, listen, guys. There's a lot of people who struggle, and there are a lot of people who want to enjoy the holidays and different things like that fall into these traps of giving into things that take their money, but don't give their money back or don't show them how to even make a profit from their giving. Well, that's where Ingram Enterprises comes in. That's what I do comes in, right? That's where leading by example comes in because I'm actually sharing principles that work. And I know they work because these are principles that I'm using myself, right? That is our mission, simply put, to lead by example, empowering the community financially through education. So here's the problem. I know me personally, I'm 26 years old currently making this video. At 26, I know what it's like to be in 30 plus $1,000 worth of debt. It's horrible to think about, but I know what that is. I know what it is to feel like I have all this potential and everyone else can see it, but it's like I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the manifestations of that work. And I was tired of it. I was tired of struggling. And worst case is I saw too many of my peers struggling. Some of them locked up for drugs and other reasons. And at the end of the day, it's like being a Christian yet struggling the way I am. It's like I have access to the source, to the answers, you know, but what am I doing with it? I knew it was time to act. I had to act, but I was in a position where I had no means to do so. I had no money. I had debt. In fact, I owed money. I would settle for doing for things for people for a little bit of change, right? Based on what they want to pay, not even what I'm worth or what I was doing to them was worth. They were paying me based off of what they wanted to pay, what they could get away with, right? Not even what my efforts were worth. So, like I said, I had to act. So I came up with the solution. The best way to know you have a door to walk through is to make one, right? Sometimes we're like, okay, I'm waiting on opportunity. I'm praying. I'm believing. But you know what? God allows a lot of us to be in certain situations because we put too much emphasis on the people in those situations versus in Him and how He's already made a way and it's already in us. He's just allowing us to be in a situation so that we can know, hey, you've got what it takes. And this is how I'm going to pull it out of you by requiring you, placing you in a situation where you have to use it. You have to have it pulled out of you, right? If you can't make one yourself, then find someone who can and learn from them. And so that's what I did. I know what opportunities are out there, different linear types of income versus passive income, types of marketing, all that different stuff. I had my hand in it, loved it, but it didn't quite work out so well for me because again, I was going to other people's expectations, right? If instead of saying, okay, this is what's in me, this is the way I have to do it in order to succeed, right? And so I did just that. I found someone to learn from, and now I'm building doors myself that I and other people can easily walk through. So here's some do's and don'ts before I go further. You know, again, this video is to share with you the power of what it is to have something in your hands. I don't care how small the seed is, even the smallest of seeds can yield mighty trees. So take what's in your hands and do something with it. Be patient, let it mature, let it grow. And from there, reinvest that to see bigger gains, right? So here are some do's and don'ts that I found work for me. The idea for me is I want to be my own boss. I don't want to work for someone else, but getting started in something new, I'm not going to quit my job the first day. That's crazy. I still have to live today. I still have to eat today. I still have to have a roof over my head today. Take care of bills today. Yes. What I'm doing is, in the words of the famous Jim Rohn, I'm working full time on my living and part time on my wealth, right? So I'm not going to quit my job the first day, and I'm not going to expect to be so great at it overnight, right? Yes, I'm going to put in work over many nights, but I'm not going to be great at this thing overnight. I'm not going to see $1 million in one night, unless, of course, however, I've already had a network big enough to yield those results based on that and the action I take, right? So I'm not going to think that if I just sit back and do nothing, I'm guaranteed big results, because that's not how this works either, right? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, Newton's law of motion, right? Well, I've got to do some work. I know that. And it's the same principles for everyone, right? And I can't blame others for my lack of progress. Either there's something I'm not understanding, there's a question I'm not asking. Either way, it's up to me. It is up to me to see the level of progress that I want to see. And if I'm not seeing it, that means I'm not done working yet, right? But what I do need to remember is that I will need to work hard at anything I do, right? I'm working harder and smarter. That yields more results, right? And I'm expecting to grow in understanding and knowledge as I do it. I'm earning skill sets. See, when I earn new skill sets, that enables me to make new doors. It makes new doors for me, right? And of course, the action I take. I'm prepared to take massive action, because I don't just want a little bit of progress. I want a little bit of change. I was at a point where I was done. Something had to give, and me being in financial lack and spiritual lack and physical lack in terms of physical health, it was over. It was done. Materialism, all of that stuff. Like, I knew that there was better for me. And in order to get it, I had to take massive action. No one else had needed to validate my dreams and visions. It was already validated, and it's forever validated. Like, I don't need anyone else to validate that for me anymore. Now I just need to take action. So I did. And here's how it works. I broke it up into steps. These are all 3 separate companies that I have matched together that all deal with, in some way, shape, or form, investments in financial literacy. Okay. What do I mean? What do I mean by that? So the Rush card, which is step 1, and the way to get started with that is to provide your first and last name and email address to the person that will be signing you up. And I apologize for the clock in the background, but you provide your first and last name and email address to the person that signed you up. Here's the thing with that. Rush card is your starter, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. Step 2 is Four Corners Alliance Group. Again, you sign up to join Four Corners Alliance Group once you've progressed in Rush card. In step 3, My Econ. It's the same thing. It's a business train. You go from one to the other. You focus on one, get going in one, begin to start the other, become a master of one, move on to the other. Become a master of that and continue to work them both, move on to the other. And that's how you build your business, right? So let's start with Rush Card. What am I talking about with Rush Card? This is powerful. Remember I said, even the mightiest trees grow from the smallest of seeds. Your business, if you think of it in those terms, your business can grow from a $600 a year opportunity. Kaiser, what is $600? Right? Ingram Enterprises is promoting something that isn't even worth the time. Well, you know what? It isn't, if that's all you do. But you've got to start somewhere. Before you learn that y equals mx plus b, you still got to know that 1 plus 1 equals 2. You still got to know what y and x even relate to. Are these just variables, or do these refer to actual axes on a graph, right? You got to know the basics before you can go on to the advanced levels. And this is what it is. A lot of people, they don't have money. They don't have time and energy to really risk into certain ventures or things that may fail, because they can't afford to. That's why they hold on so tightly to their job, even though they know this is not where they were meant to end up. But see, this is Rush Card. Rush Card is a prepaid debit card, which, again, just as it says, that once you apply for the card, you set your PIN and you load money onto it, that you will receive a $30 bonus from Rush Card themselves. What does that mean? So this is how it works. With Rush Card, you'll be referred by someone who's already a member. You are referred if you are a first-time Rush Card user. So if you think you've had a Rush Card before, I always say give Rush Card a call, see if you're still in their systems. If you are not in their systems, then great, you qualify as a first-time Rush Card user. If you aren't, or I'm sorry, if you are still in their systems, but you don't have your card, just call them, let them know you need a new card. They'll send it out to you in the mail, and you can start benefiting from this system as well. Per referral, which is up to 20 referrals, you will earn $30 each. The beauty of it is when you first get if you are new and you get your card for the first time, you do this, you get your $30 within minutes. You get your $30 within minutes loaded to your card. And how awesome is it if you follow the instructions that now you know what it's like to go into an opportunity and be in profits the very first deal. You're already a business or owner, an entrepreneur. You're already in a position of saying, I'm already creating a story of my first success. I tried this venture and it worked. I was referred to Rush Card by a friend. I gave him my name, first and last name, and my email address. He sent me over a link. I signed up through that link. I made sure that it had his personal referral code because I know that that's the only way it works. That is if his personal referral code is on the promo link, is in the promo slot. And when I signed up, I was approved. I got my card in 5 to 7 business days. I loaded it at Dollar Tree for $1 and I put $20 on the card and they added $30. Now, yes, there is a $3.45 or something like that, close to $4 activation fee for the card, but that's okay. They're loading $30 on my card. That means I have $20 plus $30, which is $50. So what's $4 or $5 from $50? $4 or $5 from $50 is what? $45, right? And that roughly $45. So I now have $45 total. 20 of that came from my own pocket. The other the rest of that came at the end of the Rush Card deal promo. I am already in profits. Already. I am already in profits. Now, because I have vision, and as I showed you how it worked earlier, we're going to Four Corners next. What I'm going to do is think about it this way. If this worked for me so well, what if I had just a handful of people that I could now get to influence, to become a leader to? What if there was a handful of people that would follow me now because I showed them this and it worked? So now they're willing to come with me in another business venture that could be even more lucrative, meaning I could get more money than just $600 each year. Well, actually, I have just that business for you. And here is what it is. Four Corners Alliance Group. So again, you saw me list that, you would have to individually sign up for each of these companies separately because these are separate companies. But what Four Corners Alliance Group is, it's a home study course. Well, what is this course about? Financial literacy and investments. It goes over things such as credit card debt. It also goes on things such as cryptocurrency, that's Bitcoins, cryptocurrency, all those type of things, right? And it also goes over real estate, goes over stocks and trading and Forex. So really what it is, Four Corners Alliance Group combined with Rush Card, it puts money in my pocket. It allows me to advance to becoming a business investor, starting my own business. And now with Four Corners Alliance Group, now I'm able to actually grow my vision because now I have access to the different fields that are out there in business. Maybe I don't want to do trading. Maybe I don't want to do Bitcoins. Maybe I don't want to do MLM for the rest of my life, but maybe I want to get into real estate. I love the idea of flipping houses, or I love the idea of building something that I can rent. Well, I can do that now. I can know a little bit more about that because I'm a part of Four Corners Alliance Group. Four Corners Alliance Group has 2 products. They are both digital. And these digital products are a set of ebooks, meaning when I join, when I'm approved, I don't have to wait on a kit in the mail. I don't have to call somebody and, verify anything with them. I can go straight to learning. And the beauty of it is they also have a newsletter which comes out monthly. That newsletter is residual income. So what am I talking about? When I join Four Corners Alliance Group, I'm purchasing the first level of 6 levels of their learning, of their financial literacy education courses, where I can actually make money off of each level. instant commissions. And that's just one way of getting paid. The second level, or the second way of getting paid, is the financial newsletter, which is monthly. So now, how lucrative is this business really? And how much is it even to start? Four Corners Alliance Group, while it is an $18 business, what I do make people aware of is that, again, with Rush Card, you just basically earned $45 without even giving away any money. $45, because the $20 you put on that prepaid debit card is still yours to spend. So you're not losing any money. It's just in digital form, right? And you even now have a little bit more spending power. Well, with Four Corners Alliance Group, $20. Where does the 20 come from? If you look right here, this is the pay chart. $10 on day one. That's what you would have paid to come into the business. $10 of the $18 is directly for the ebook products of level 1, and you get 3 ebooks on that level. The $8 is for administrative costs, as far as you having a back office, because you will have a back office, a dashboard where you can keep track of your money, you can keep track of your genealogy, the people that you're in business with, even your customers. You can do all sorts of things from your back office, email customer support. That's what $8 is for. But remember, I said $20. So $10 is for the ebooks. $8 is for the back office and those sort of thing, and that sort of thing. The other $2 to make $20, that's because they have an international processor. What am I saying? Your business with Four Corners Alliance Group is a global business. There are people in Africa that can join this business. There are people in America. There are people in Mexico. There are people all over the world, China, Taiwan. There are people in this business from all over the world. You're not just limited to a group of population of people in America who've already been asked, who's tired of being heard. This business is literally a no-brainer. Why? Because once you pay that $18, $2 processing fee, which makes it $20, you're in for life. You can actually participate in this business for life. You have to, in order to stay active, you need to just make a sale every 3 months, 3 or 4 months. You would need to make a sale, but you're not kicked out of the company. You're still part of the business. That's unheard of. And the residual income, while there is a monthly cost associated with that, it is optional and it does not kick in right away, because this business is designed to come out of your profits. Just like with Rush Card, Four Corners Alliance Group is designed to come out of your pocket, or out of your profits, not your pocket. So again, going back to what we see here, day one, that's you coming into the business. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to go back and share your Rush Card with 4 people that went through the same process that you did. That earns you $120 alone via Rush Card. But what that also does is create 4 business partners. And as you can see here, that'll actually earn you, if those 4 business partners, seeing that Rush Card works, comes over to Four Corners Alliance Group with you, that will earn you an additional $64. That's $16 for 4 people. Why do I say 4 people? Because when you make 4 business partners in Four Corners Alliance Group, you qualify for this second income stream from instant commissions. The instant commissions income stream has 2 commission possibilities. There's instant commissions, and there's what's called the 100% match bonus. That means from each one of those 4 people, when they sign up, their first 4 people, they're going to make $16. Well, guess what? When you signed up your 4 people, you made $16. When those 4 each sign up their 4, they make $16. So their $16 per person times the 4 people that you signed up is $64. And it works that way on each level. And you'll notice that the number of members on each level doesn't decrease, but it increases. With the 100% match bonus accounted for, you are looking at a minimum of $1,966,080 minimum. You see the power that this combined with massive action can take? You can be a millionaire just for doing minimum work, but you still have to do the work. Nothing is guaranteed. The only way that is guaranteed is if you put in the effort, you do what it takes to get the signups. You get the signups, you help your 4 people get their first 4, and continue it that way. And you will see those results. But the beauty of Ingram Enterprises is this. This is just one stream. This is just one way to make income with Four Corners Alliance Group. Again, there's the residual income, which also has the residual income as well as the 100% match bonus, right? Another way is just by selling the ebooks themselves as retail, right? They don't want to be business partners. But again, this is all designed to get you from the rush card level to the to the Four Corners Alliance Group, being able to say, okay, listen, here I am. I have money now. I can take care of debts. I can pay off bills. I can do all these things. But when you're at that level, don't. Because now you have a responsibility to yourself. It's more than just paying off bills, but it's knowing how to do that wisely. And that brings us to the next phase of our financial literacy. My Econ. Now, My Econ basically has these goals. If you'd like to see the extra digit 369 financial transformation, just comment on the video wherever it's posted, and I will make sure you get that. But here's the goals. We're here actually to help you create a positive cash flow within your first 3 months. Right? What is cash flow? Cash flow and income are not the same thing. I'm going to repeat that. Your cash flow is not the same thing as your income. If you want to know more about that, let's get through steps 1 and 2 and we can get you there. So you can focus on that, right? Because now you can do that without worrying about, oh, did I pay this bill? Did I pay that bill? Because now you're already your own boss thanks to Rush Card and Four Corners Alliance Group. Right? Another goal will be to create an extra $1,000 weekly within your first 6 months. Notice I said weekly, not monthly, weekly. That's an extra $4,000 a month in a normal 4-week month. And then, of course, we want to create your investment income within your first 9 months. Really, again, this entire plan and this entire strategy with the tactics that Ingram Enterprises uses is really a drawn-out version of this one company. It's a drawn-out version of really what all comes to head in My Econ. And that's why I chose My Econ. Now, there is another company that we'll be eventually rolling out, which deals with Forex, stocks, trading, that sort of thing more specifically. But again, it's my job just to empower you. It's my job just to get you started. It's my job to say, listen, there's a better way. You're around here worrying about how I'm going to pay this fee and that fee and how I'm going to be given a second chance because I made some mistakes in life and I don't know how to recover. Listen, I understand. I had it all and I made mistakes too. But here's the deal. My life, your life, they're results of the choices we made. Yeah, people can try to impose things on us, but do we choose to accept that? Or do we choose to move on realistically? See, the power of the word realistically is this. It's either a door to where other people's dreams and insecurities and doubts can come through and try to infect us, or it's a door that our dreams, our hopes, our beliefs can push through and change the world. Because yes, one man really can change the world. And this is how. So again, why now? Because it's the difference between being committed to success or simply liking the idea. Do y'all get that? It's the difference between being committed to success or simply liking the idea. I'm committed to my success. I'm so committed. I don't mind messaging people. I don't mind saying, hey, listen, I was a part of this thing and I held on to it for a while and I'm sorry, but you need to see this now. Why? Because I finally got a vision. I finally sat down, forgot about what I believed or what people told me. And I said, you know what? Let me actually look at this. Let me see what this is really saying. And I saw it. I got it. And I really want you aboard with me. If you don't want to be fine, that doesn't make you a bad person. I understand. You're just not there right now. But I'm going to keep moving on because I know I can have this. I see it. So I know I can have it. That's why now. So again, I just wanted to share this with you. We know this as the cash flow quadrant. This is famously taught by Robert Kiyosaki, one of many self-made millionaires and billionaires that exist in this country, in the USA, right? Basically what this outlines is this. We want to be on the right side of this quadrant. We want to be in the B and I quadrant. However, right now, a lot of us, we see this video and we're in the E and S. Either we're employees, we have a job, there's no leverage of that job. So that means it's all dependent upon us. We're self-employed. We own a job. We own a photography business, or we own an art studio or whatnot. And the way that it's set up, the way that it's ran, time equals money. If I don't put in the time today, I'm not going to get paid. And that's fine in the beginning if you have to do that. Again, the bird in the hand is always better than two in the bush. You use what you have today to build yourself up. You use what you have today. See, here's the thing. Most of us, we're already struggling. So why can't we keep struggling? To build something, to allow us to build something that's actually going to help us stop $30,000 in debt at 26 years old. And that's not counting medical bills because you don't have health, because I don't have health insurance. That's not counting all of these different needs that I have, clothes and, for the winter and bills. It's ridiculous. But one day I woke up to this. I had a job. I saw how it was doing. I want to be on the other side of the quadrant with the Fortune 500 companies and the investors, minimal taxes, and whether I have a sick day or not, I can send a text or two from my bed and call it work, because that's really what it is. I've moved from my job depending on me to, all right, I'm waking up today. How many jobs will I have to do? I don't have to ask if I'll have a job. I have to ask, all right, what tasks will I have to do today? Why? Because I have the money I need. I have the system set up to where, hey, I no longer have to trade time for money. People work with me. My money, it works for me. That's who I am now. It took some time in the beginning. It took work in the beginning, but I'm there now. So again, here's the power of the Rush Card Four Corners Alliance Group, my econ system. Simply put, because it's time for people to begin minding their own business. That's not saying you don't worry about what I'm doing. I don't worry about what you're doing. No, that's actually meaning mind your own business. God's put gifts into you. Develop them, grow them, make room for them. Right? If your house is cluttered and you have a baby coming in, you're going to have to clean up a room for that baby, or either move your situation, change your situation, go to a bigger, better environment so that you can support having that extra child, right? A job means you're being paid to mind somebody else's business, right? You're taking care of them, not yourself. In this new economy, you need to mind your own business. That is a need. There's so many things that are going to waste. That's why the number one richest place on this earth, can anybody guess where that is? That's right. The graveyard. The graveyard is filled with good intentions and, I always wanted to, and I meant to do this, and I should have done that. And if I'd known within what I knew now, I would have. Well, then it's too late. So here's the deal. You can either decide to mind someone else's business and keep making excuses as to why you don't need to mind your own right now, Or you can get with the person that you trust, either with a rush card or someone that may already be involved with what it is we're doing, and say, hey, listen, I saw this video. The guy, his voice was kind of monotonous, but it made a lot of sense. I need money. I need a vision. I need a plan. I need a purpose. And this is how I'm going to do it. It works. But again, my name is Kaiser Ingram, and thank you for watching this video. So again, whether someone showed you this or whether you're just seeing this for the first time, I'm just trying to get an understanding of where can I go from here. Start with rush card. Keep working your job, taking care. The thing that's paying your bills right now, you hold on to it. But start with rush card. It takes 5 to 7 business days to get to you. If you already have one, great. Start promoting the refer a friend option. Go up, open your back office, go to Rush Card Rewards, and you'll see where you will have the place to put in a person's first and last name and email address. As long as they're a first-time Rush Card user, they can benefit from your referral link. And you only have 20 of them. That's why I suggest you get their first and last names. Oh, and as a bonus side reminder, right now is December of 2017. You go ahead and get your 20 referrals this month, and it will reset January 1st. You can get 20 more referrals. That's $1,200 within 2 months span. $1,200. That's $600 a month. $600 December, $600 for January. Right back to back that you can use and say, hey, you know what? Either I can build my Four Corners Landscape business that much faster, bringing in my 100% match bonus that I could then reinvest into the next business, or I can go ahead and just put up into the next business and then save that into an emergency fund, right? So again, I know I didn't talk a lot about my econ, but let's get started. We can work there. By that point, your person who is referring you will have already kind of helped you with the vision, with the plan. So get started. See the power of this thing, guys. From the very first opportunity, you are already in profits. What's not to love? Many of you, y'all have a blessed day. Happy holidays. And again, look forward to doing business with you.